Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel, day trading for an ROI payout. No trade recommendations because it's just my trade journal. And we've got price action order flow levels. This is a prep journal over the weekend for the Monday, June 26th. Let's get at it. Weekly time frame. This is the higher time frame to really find out the bias, and the red box is the gap from last March, April, and you can see in the red box here the gap between this bar and this bar down here. We came close, but we haven't gotten inside and really repriced this gap. So that's potentially, because price last week went down, it's still closer to the red box above. So I'm aware of this. I had to remind myself this week that this red box above is closer to price than below. Below here on the smaller rectangle is where we've got the next imbalance. Okay, so you see a green bar above the red box, and below the bodies are not touching. There's separation. So that's the second volume imbalance. I want to watch as we close out for this week coming up, the week, the month, the quarter, the half-year milestone mark, and then we've got 4th of July. There's every indication that they could give a little bit more pain before we have a bigger dump down, and that pain would be going up to the upper red box. So that's my weekly analysis. I'm going to watch the lower time frames to pretty much confirm that thesis. Let's go to them right now. Okay, 9 days of trading on the daily. You can see how we closed Friday here with this expansion bar. So this was the largest bar on a short holiday week last week, and it did go down here into a volume imbalance and started right at the top of a fair value gap below that. Let's turn on the annotations. So here was the volume imbalance right around here, and you can see the wick just touched this daily fair value gap. So what's the next fair value gap? It's above here. That's from June 20th, and that comes in on the middle consequent encroachment of 44.45. So that's definitely a level. Of course, we're going to have a new week open gap starting on the Monday Globex open, so I'll note that. But the key notes here are the low of Friday is 43.8125 down here, which is the top of the daily fair value gap. So not saying we can't reprice this and go lower before we go higher. So let's go to the next lower time frame and analyze it. What I've got here is a 15-minute annotated chart, RTH session only, because I want to illustrate the gray boxes and highlight that. That's of big importance to me. The top one here that I've got highlighted, this is the one that is from last Tuesday, the 20th, and I'll keep it on the charts till the new week, 27th Tuesday. So price has not recovered so far. And inside of that, we've got a daily fair value gap below a daily volume imbalance. And then Friday, we had this huge open range gap, and we only recovered half of it. So the gray box remaining, the rectangle here, is the remaining gap on the open range. And you see the thick line on the Friday RTH PM high comes in at 4408.25, and the low on Friday just hits the top of this daily fair value gap. So that could be the next draw, possibly, and that comes in at 43.8150. Those are the levels that I'm looking for London Monday, or possibly RTH sometime in RTH, is a breach of 4408 on the top and below 43.81. So those are the key levels. Those are the gaps and the imbalances. Let's take a quick look at the Renko and we'll wrap. My old friend, the Renko. So a non-time based chart that measures top blue Keltner, middle red Keltner, lower blue Keltner on the standard deviation. And I like to look at some delta order flows and any algo order flow signals. So what I've got here, bottom line, is how we closed Friday close to the red, which is a no-fly zone. So I'm going to look for Monday either in Globex or RTH. Where can we get to on the blue lower or the blue higher? Blue higher comes in at 44.17 and change. 43.70 came on the lower blue, and the last time we visited the lower blue was right here, 43.85, call it. We closed Friday in the middle, so that's no fly, no trade based on just the Renko, Hama, Keltner. So that about wraps everything on that. Thanks again to the loyal subscribers, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Take care. Aloha.